welcome to the Whisky.com news on the 25th of November 2024. We have a number of very interesting news. The first one is Macallan, a night on earth in Jerez de la Frontera. So this is a night on earth bottling. It's the end of their 200-year celebrations. Yes, Macallan is 200 years old, and it's the third bottling of the Night on Earth series. It was matured in European and American sherry casks, both sherry casks, 43% ABV, and it is available on Whisky.com in the Netherlands and Belgium. Then we have the Macallan Harmony Collection. Again, Macallan. It's called a Vibrant Oak. It's the fourth chapter of the Harmony Collection, and it's again a cooperation with the Cirque du Soleil, the very special circus without animals. It's without an age statement, 44.2% ABV, no coloring, no chill filtration, and it's also available on Whisky.com. Then we have Wolfburn. They are celebrating their Christmas with a 10-year-old Christmas edition. Matured in Oloroso sherry butts, limited to 1,660 bottles, 46% ABV, available in 0.7 and 0.35 liter bottles, and it is available on Whisky.com as well. And there is a new kicker with these 0.35 liter bottles. Wolfburn actually does announce that they want to bottle their core range in these half-size bottles. I would call them 0.35 liters. Then we have Glenallachie, 17 years Masters of Wood Mizunara in Oloroso cask finish. It's a new start of a new series called the Masters of Wood series in Mizunara, Japanese and Oloroso sherry casks, 50% ABV, no coloring, no chill filtration, and available on Whisky.com. Then we have an award of a distillery of the year, and it's the new whiskey distillery of Ardgowan. It's no wait, that's the next one. I've already gone to the strip to the bottom one. Ardgowan is actually getting the new pot stills. Yes, they're not that good yet, and they want to open next year and want to start production next year. If you want to know more about that, go to Whisky.com. There is a new section which is a whole article about that. Then we have Glenrothes, 15 years, and this is coming out in the new core range. So this is a new bottle for core range. It was matured fully in sherry casks, 43% ABV, and it will be available soon on Whisky.com. And now we have the other art distillery, the Ardnamurchan Distillery, which became the best distillery in Scotland because of their high quality and fair prices. They actually, got this award. And if you want to see more of that distillery, have a look on Whisky.com. We do have a lot of bottlings of them as well. Then we have the Octomore Series 15. Yeah, it's their 15th series, and they did something special there. We have a normal trio of 5-year-old Octomore, and this is complemented by a 10-year-old with 52.2% ABV and 107 ppm. Then we have Benriach, and they are unveiling a 50-year-old vintage bottling from 1966. It's their oldest single malt up till now. Single bottling, or single cask bottling, 44.5% ABV, limited to 37 bottles. And the USP, the price that is suggested, is 28,000 euros. Then we have the Dalmore, and they're bringing out their vintage collection 2024. It's a 2009 and a 2006. 2009 is a 15-year-old with 48.9%, Matusalem sherry cask and Tony port cask, so a mixture. And then we have 2006 is an 18-year-old with 47.2%, Matusalem sherry and Oloroso sherry casks. Then we have, as every year, the Glenfarclas Christmas Edition 2024 is here, and it is firstly bottled at 50% ABV, was solely matured in sherry cask, limited to 3,600 bottles, and available on Whisky.com. Then we have news from Glenturret, which is the sad news because in 2025 they're actually not using any peat anymore, and that means they're not bringing out any peat variants anymore. This is because they don't have to supply to the blend industry anymore, so they're probably sizing down in their production because having peat and unpeated is always a bit hard to manage. So you can expect in the core range in 2026 that they will have less or no peated whiskies in there. Then we have from the US news, we have a new whiskey. It's the Templeton Straight Rye Whiskey. That's the Iowa Distillery, and they are enlarging their portfolio. 90 proof, that is 45% ABV, and the mash consists of 95% rye, so hefty rye, 5% malted barley is probably for the enzymes, and then we have a minimum age of 4 years, so pretty good, hefty rye. Then we have someone changing, and Maker's Mark is actually getting a new master distiller. It's Dr. Blake Layfield. His doctor title, his PhD was in the food science. So I'm not quite sure how that is really called in English, and it's since 2019 he actually works at Maker's Mark, and before that he was working for Diageo. He's known in the whiskey industry. Let's say it that way. Then we have international news, and the first Diageo whiskey distillery in China has opened, the YunTuo Distillery. First whiskey production of Diageo in China, 100% CO2 neutral. It's an area of 66,000 square meters, and capacity and details of production are unfortunately not known yet. And last news is that Whisky.de or Whisky.com as well is now available in Switzerland. If you are English speaking and you want to order some whiskey of us from Whisky.com or Whisky.de, it's Whisky.de. You can go to the Whisky.de shop and click on Switzerland. You can choose your language any way you like, and you can order your whiskey to Switzerland. You have to buy it in Swiss francs. And you have to order a bit more to get free shipping, because that is a bit more expensive. And the good thing is all taxes and import tariffs and stuff are included. So what you order, what you pay there is what you pay. You don't have to pay at the door anymore, and everything is we do everything with a taxman. We have someone we are working with. They're doing something called collective tax. So we are collecting some of the shipments for 2 days, putting them on one pallet, and that is then taxed as a whole and shipped to to Switzerland as a whole. Everything is announced electronically, and everything is tracked electronically. So as soon as our stuff is packed, or your stuff is packed, it's on the pallet. You can see it's still with us, or it's in transit, or it's already in Switzerland. But that process takes a few days, so expect the shipping not to be like 1 or 2 day shipping. Expect it more be like a 4 or 5 day shipping. So it takes a week. Yeah, so if you happen to live in Switzerland, have a look at Whisky.com or Whisky.de into the shop, and you can now shop online there. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.